Good morning and welcome to Daily Red Devil for all of your latest Manchester United transfer news and talk. We are back. We have got so much to discuss on the show this morning. But before we get into all of that, please do me a small favour. If you are watching for the first time today, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and drop a like on today's video. Today we're going to be talking about Garnacho, who has rejected the opportunity to join Al Nassr in Saudi. We're going to be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about Rashford to Barca. We're going to be talking about Anthony, who apparently could be going back to Bayern Leverkusen. Going to join Ten Hag again at Bayern Leverkusen. Lots and lots to get into. I do have a little question that I want to kind of pose to the chat this morning and get your thoughts on. And I don't know if it's a strange question. I'm gonna ask it anyway. But do you think we're too, as a club, do you think we're too soft on our players in the sense that we had the offer of £100 million from Saudi for Bruno Fernandes, and our stance was, it's up to Bruno. We'll let Bruno take as long as he wants. No problem. Got a sneeze coming. I don't know why. Every single morning, exactly the same time. It is really strange. But anyway, we have the offer of £100 million from Bruno from Saudi. Would have completely transformed our transfer window. And our stance was, we all let Bruno decide. He took about 3-4 weeks. His agent flew out to Saudi multiple times. He was strongly considering the offer. Bruno then decides, I'm going to stay at United, and we allow that, right? Is that right or wrong? You fast forward to now. We have exactly the same situation here with Garnacho, where apparently Manchester United have said to him that they'll allow him the time to shop around Europe and see which club he likes the sound of the most. That's effectively what Manchester United are doing right now. I don't know. It's just weird, I think. If you don't want a player in your club, which Manchester United clearly don't want Garnacho in the club, why are we not just saying, right, we have an offer from Saudi, they're going to pay us big money, I'm sorry, but we want you gone. I know it's not as simple as that, but I don't know. I just don't get it. I think I personally think we're too soft on the players, and I think that we allow them to effectively do what they want, and the player power kicks in because they know that they can just hang around and that we won't get rid of them in this instance. So let's read out the story about Garnacho. So this is coming out from multiple different people this morning. And the headline is that apparently Garnacho has rejected a move to Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia, and he wants to prioritise staying in Europe. The story goes on to say that Manchester United will allow Garnacho the time to shop around, explore different options in Europe. I mean, our season starts in 4 weeks. We've signed one player. We clearly don't have the money to buy any players for whatever reason. I don't understand how, but we don't have any money because we need to sell to buy, as we always need to do. We have Garnacho, probably would get 50 million. You probably get around 50 million from Saudi for him. Again, that would be all profit. We'd be able to buy probably like 1 or 2 players with that easily. You have 100 million on the table for Bruno. We don't do that either. I mean, it's just a little bit concerning, isn't it? And I think we are too soft with players. I think we need to be a bit more firm, a little bit more aggressive in the window, and just say, you know what, this is the situation. We don't want you here anymore. You don't want to be here anymore. Like, goodbye, effectively. But yeah, I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? Maybe you disagree. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think we're too soft on players? Do you think we let them kind of rule the roost? I think we do. I think the player power at Manchester United is absolutely rife. I think, I don't know. I think we should be a lot more aggressive and a lot more like, we want you out. I mean, with Rashford, he's kind of coming back into trading now. Are we going to see Rashford back in a Man United shirt? Possibly. Are we going to see Garnacho back in a Man United shirt? Again, possibly. I don't know. It's just annoys me. It annoys me. And I don't think most clubs in the Premier League operate like this. I think they're a lot more stricter. Whereas with us, we're just very soft. Let the player do what they want. let them treat us badly. And it does annoy me. It does. What else have we got? Let's see what people are saying in the chat. I think most people kind of agrees with me, saying that we allow the players to effectively do what they want when they want. Yeah, we do, yeah. Somebody saying, has Gyökeres joined Arsenal yet? I think we have had the here we go, right? Gyökeres to Arsenal, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check. Gyökeres to Arsenal. Fabrizio said Gyökeres didn't have any doubts about joining Saudi clubs. It says move set to be sealed today after 2 meetings on Sunday. Gyökeres' agent reduced their commissions to make the deal happen. Here we go soon. Yeah, so Gyökeres to Arsenal's as good as done. There is a bit of an update on Rashford to Barcelona from Fabrizio, so let's talk about that. Fabrizio saying this morning that Barcelona are yet to decide whether they want to proceed with the Rashford deal or not. It's not about loan or permanent. No club-to-club talks yet. It's all about Barcelona internal decision on the winger they want. Rashford still dreams of joining Barca. I mean, it's just a mess, isn't it? So it still doesn't even look like Real Madrid are going to pull the trigger on Marcus Rashford by the looks of things. I mean, I don't even know what to say anymore. What are we going to do with Rashford? I don't know. I know this is going to sound really negative, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's how I feel. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if Amorim's sacked by Christmas and Rashford's back in the team, to be honest. I mean, I know that's not a very nice thought on a Monday, but Ineos, as always, is setting him up to fail, as the Glazers did with every other manager before. When you think of our squad now, I know I always say this, but it's how I feel. You know, if you compare our squad now versus our squad 12 months ago, it's like we've got worse. Our squad 12 months ago, Rashford was in the team. Garnacho, we were all saying, is the best young player in the world. He was in the team. He was unsellable. You had Anthony, who was still there, who was, yes, not very good, but he was still an option. Sancho was kind of already on the way out, so forget about him. You also had Christian Eriksen. You also had Lindelof. They've both left as free agents. You fast forward 12 months. Garnacho and Rashford are banished. Anthony isn't in the team. Get rid of him. You know, he's gone. So that's 3 players gone. And the only player we've brought in is Cunha. So we've effectively lost like 5 first-team players, realistically. Rashford, Anthony, Garnacho, Lindelof, and Eriksen. We'd agree that they're all first-team players. Garnacho started every single game the season before last. Rashford used to start most games. Lindelof and Eriksen were probably squad players, and Anthony started most games for Ten Hag. So they were all first-team players, whether that's on the bench or starting. You fast forward 12 months to now, and the only player we've brought in is Cunha, and we've lost 5 first-team players. So our squad at the moment is worse than the squad that finished 15th. And that's not even being dramatic. It's literally a fact. We have less players, less quality, less experience, and we've brought in 1 player. So, I don't know. I honestly would not be surprised if Ruben Amorim's sacked by Christmas, because... And that, by the way, that's not on Ruben Amorim at all. This will 100% be on the board, like 1,000%. There's not a limit. If he pulls off a miracle this season and we do well, then we need to give him a lot of respect. I don't see it though, because I don't know. If he does, then fair play to him, you know, because I'm expecting. I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe top 10 is best case scenario. Worst case scenario could be like 12th to 16th in the table. We're not going to get Champions League football. When you look at the other deals that are going on around us, you look at Arsenal's signings this window already, right? Arsenal finished 2nd, have already a much better team than us. And you look at the players that they've signed. They've signed Gyökeres, or they will have by like tomorrow. They've signed Zubimendi, amazing central defensive midfielder. They've signed Christian Norgard, experienced defensive midfielder. They've signed a goalkeeper, Kepa. I would take Kepa at Man United. He's probably better than Onana. I think they signed a centre-back as well, didn't they? So they've signed like 6 players, Arsenal. You look at Liverpool, they've got Frimpong, they've got Florian Wirtz, and they've got Kerkez. Every single one of those players would get in our team. You look at Manchester City, or even look at Chelsea, right? Chelsea have gone absolutely crazy. Tottenham signed Morgan Gibbs-White. Like, yeah, I mean, I honestly think we'll be lucky to get top 10 at this point. Chelsea have just won the Club World Cup as well. So that means even more money for Chelsea. Chelsea have already signed this window Jamie Gittins, Joao Pedro, Estavo, Liam Delap, that defensive midfielder Dario Asugo. They've also signed Mamadou Sarr. They've signed 9 players, Chelsea, this window. Some of the are youth players, I appreciate that, but they've still signed 9 players. Chelsea so far this window have spent 250 million euros. We've spent about 60. And they finished, I think, what, 5th, did they? And they won a European trophy, and they've just won the Club World Cup, and they've just spent 250 million. They'll spend more now as well. Now that they've won that Club World Cup, they'll go and spend more money. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's sacked by Christmas, and Rashford's probably back in the team. Yeah. Paul says it wouldn't surprise me if Ruben Amorim walks. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't think he'll walk, mate, because if he walks, he doesn't get any money. Whereas if he gets sacked, he'll probably get paid. I mean, he hasn't actually got long on it left on his contract. I think he's got 1 year left, you know. From what I've read, his contract ends in 2026, I think it is. Is that right? Someone in the chat will confirm, but I'm pretty sure he only signed was it 2.5 year deal? So yeah, he's yeah, it was a 2.5 year deal, I think. Let me check. So he might have 2 years left actually. Let's have a look. Ruben Amorim contract length. His contract ends in June 2027. Yeah, so he's got less than 2 years left. He's got, well, just under 2 years left. Yeah, I mean, it's not very long, is it? To do what he needs to do. I mean, what we need really is here we go for Mbeumo today. We need Anthony to go to Bayern Leverkusen. We need Malacia to leave as well. You know, we need loads and loads of business to happen this week. Will it happen? I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm confident, to be honest. I don't know about you guys. I wouldn't be surprised if it's another slow week. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to wrap the video up here, guys. I'm not going to spend too long today. We spoke about everything I wanted to talk about. Yeah. Have a good day, everybody. Hopefully something happens. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to say anymore about Man United. Have an amazing day, everybody. I'll speak to you all later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully something happens. I'm not holding my breath, though. Speak to you all later. Bye-bye.